boys, what is going on? Welcome everybody back to another player review. So today we'll be reviewing the new ICON SBC 95 ICON Moments Lev Yashin. Now I've already played the Foot Champs game with him. It's currently 7:50 in the morning. I have not had any sleep. My sleeping is in the mud, so I thought let's just play a game with him, test him out, see how he is. So I've already got all those clips. This is an intro, post-intro you could say. I've already recorded the review or recorded the clips and stuff. So like I said, it's a little bit of a different style review again. You guys seem to like it with my Jesus Navas. But what I wanted to do is just in this intro show you guys what you're getting. So obviously a 95 Yashin, he looks absolutely cracked. Exactly 11 bronze players, rare exactly silver, rare 11 players, which is just simple. These you can complete easily. But the real requirements: an 80 rated squad, an 83 rated squad with a team of a week or team of a season, an 86 with a team of a week or team of a season, and an 84 with a team of a week or team of a season. So if you were to craft this, I'd probably say it would be around that 300,000, maybe even less than that, probably even 200 to 300,000 coins. Very, very cheap, much cheaper to complete this SBC or craft this SBC than to actually buy his card for 420k on the market. So if you are looking for a new keeper, then this video is for you. Now keep in mind though, there is a lot of team of a season keepers with similar if not better stats. In team of a season Oblak, team of a season Edison would be a similar level. For example, let's compare Yashin to Oblak. So Moments Yashin has got 1 more diving, 5 less handling, 6 less kicking, 2 more reflexes of the same positioning, and 7 more speed. Oblak 6'2", Yashin is 6'2", and okay, Yashin does have the rushes out of trait goal compared to Oblak with the comes for crosses goal. Honestly, the rushes out of goal is literally the perfect trait. I would say this is the second best goalkeeper trait behind saves with feet. So really, realistically, I'd say Oblak and Yashin are both very, very similar level. They're both the same height. They've both got similar stats. Obviously, Yashin's better in speed. Oblak is much better in kicking. The only difference between the two is really one comes out for crosses and one has rushes out of goal. So, boys, I have used Oblak for, I don't want to ramble too much, but we have used Oblak for 10 games in Champs, and we may or may not have put him on a penalty to score it. But Oblak was very good and one of the best goalies I have used. Like I said, I'm not going to spoil it, but Yashin was also very good, which you guys will see in a minute. So like I said, Chem style, we've just kept it as a basic, going to 99 diving, 97 handling, 84 kicking, 99 reflexes, 64 speed, and 99 positioning. The thing is, with Chem styles with keepers, it doesn't really matter. I do actually notice a wall chemistry style for some reason always seems to be very solid, but you really probably want to get that kicking and maybe that diving up. So, I mean, a glove maybe, a shield would work. It's team styles with goalies, they don't really matter, because either way they're going to be inconsistent. Enough rambling, boys, let's get into the review. Is he worth it? So boys, hopping on over to the review, we did decide to play a Foot Champs game. It was sweaty. We were currently 8-1 going into this game. Don't want to spoil what the result was, but facing this Neymar and facing this Fernando Torres, honestly, I'll just tell you now, was very, very hard. And surprisingly, my opponent didn't have a greatest of teams. Like, it's a solid team. Flashback Aguero was maybe a little bit outdated, but I can say that backline did give me a tough time, and I mean, to be honest, Neymar in particular. Now, as you can see, we do give us back to Yashin straight away. I boot it down, and as soon as I boot it, I remember he's only got 79 kicking, going to 84 with a basic, and I was like, oh yikes, has he stuffed it up already? And we get a little bit of a get out of jail free card, but still, his kicking, I forgot, wasn't great. So you really don't, if you are a player that likes to kick the ball out, then it's just, he's not the keeper for you. As you can see, Jordi Alba messes up, or the game messes up. I don't know why that pass did not register, but Yashin saves us. And once again, Neymar for on goal. Back to back within 10 minutes, Yashin has saved us. Coming out of a gold trait was absolutely huge with this card, and he is genuinely, he's quite fast for a goalkeeper. Not going to lie to you guys, he is quite fast for a goalkeeper. Now, once again, Kunde getting back here, and I can't lie, Neymar absolutely sent Kunde there. I did not read that at all, and absolutely no goalkeeper in the game is going to say that. This was just odd. I bring Yashin out, but my Zambrotta slide tackle cancelled that running out animation, and Yashin sadly just stopped making that run out. That's just EA's, but at the same time, more my fault than anything. And at this point, I mean, Pele's here to save the day. We do end up getting the win in the last minute, and as you can see in this last clip here, Yashin basically turns into Neymar. We just go for a bit of a run with him. We're trying to hold off a 1-goal lead, and we managed to do so. So, boys, honestly, what I have to say with Yashin is his speed was very, very good for a goalkeeper. And if any of you guys have used Team of the Season Edison, he's got 70 speed, which for a goalkeeper is ridiculously good. So it was very, very fun. Yashin as well, 60 free speed. The average speed for a goalie is anywhere between 35 and 50. So the fact that you've got a Prime Moments Yashin with 60 free speed is actually really, really, really fun. And like I said, 60 free speed with the comes out of goal trait, genuinely, if someone's for on goal, this is where Yashin is best. He's not the tallest. I wouldn't say 6'2" is the tallest for a goalkeeper. So he's not the tallest, but where he really does thrive is going to be his diving, or where he will thrive is going to be his diving. It's going to be rushing out of net with the speed, and it is going to be his reflexes. His reflexes saved me, as you guys saw in those back-to-back clips, a lot there. So as you can see on the screen, the pros and cons. For pros, it is going to be his diving, it is going to be his handling, it's going to be his reflexes, and it's going to be comes out of net trait, or his traits. As for cons, it is just going to be his 79 kicking. And as I said, kicking's not even a crucial stat for a goalkeeper. It never is, but still, if you are in a position where your opponent's putting pressure on and you need to boot it down, especially if you are in a high-end level of champs, if you're maybe a gold 1 to elite player, you will notice late on into champs, or when you're, let's say, 17 wins and let's say 6 losses, you're starting to face some sweaty players, you're trying to sweat it out for gold 1, you're trying to sweat it out for elite, obviously, and even if you are a lower tier, you will notice when your opponent's losing and they do put all their men forward, they have constant pressure on, they play a very high line, they have players marking your players all the time. So if you are with Yashin to boot it down, you've got a high chance that you will lose possession, and it could be in a dangerous position. His 79 kicking, it really does not progress that pitch far at all, but that's the least of your worries with a goalkeeper. You just make sure not to muck around with his kicking too much, which obviously I did learn the hard way in that first clip where I kicked it and I'm like, I've just realized he doesn't have great kicking, and it did get intercepted. But either way, I just want to tell you guys, goalkeepers are always going to be inconsistent, no matter what. My team of the season, Oblak, he's played 10 games, 9 out of 10 games he was perfectly fine. One game he let a stupid goal in, which I was like, what are you doing? That's just how the game's designed, it always has. I feel like the only consistent goalkeeper is Pope, but even then, Pope can drop some stinkers. Genuinely, boys, keepers this year, more than any other years, to be honest, it's just inconsistent. They're all inconsistent, but you've obviously got the keepers that are better than the others. Like, obviously, Pope is deemed to be the best keeper. I've been using Team of the Season Oblak. I have used Icon Moments Michael. They were all very solid, and Icon Moments Yashin as well. Now, boys, for the rating out of 10, this is a tough one, because when you think about it, to craft, he's only 250 to 300,000 coins, but the beauty of this is you can craft him for free. But then you have to think, Team of the Season Edison has better stats, I believe he's taller, and he is only 90,000 coins. Team of the Season Oblak is very similar stats, same height, but he's like only 100,000 coins to buy. So instead of putting 250,000 coins into an untradeable Yashin, instead you can just buy a 100,000 coin tradable Team of the Season Oblak. Doesn't really make sense. And like I said, Yashin is a good card, and the reason behind my ratings, we're going to give his performance on how he plays in game, we're going to give him a 9 out of 10 because he's a really good keeper in game. But in terms of value, I'm going to give him a 3 out of 10. And obviously, the only reason behind that is because we're so late into the game now. We've got so much high-end Team of the Season cards that it just doesn't make sense to put 250 to 300,000 coins, even if it is fodder that you've got for free, into a goalkeeper card that you could just get a better of, or around the same level card, Team of the Season on the market. So for me, it just doesn't really make sense to complete this card. The only reason I would complete this card is if you're a fan of him in real life, you're a fan of him, you've used his cards in the past, he's a nostalgia, I don't even know what the word is, but if he's a card that means something to you. Also, if he did have a hat, then genuinely, if he had the hat, it would be a lot more fun, and I did find out the hard way. No hat, no party. So boys, genuinely, I'm going to give this a cross, and like I said, he's a really good card, but I just don't think putting in this much to get an untradeable goalie when you can buy better ones for cheaper. That's just my opinion though. Let me know down below what you guys thought. Sub if you're new, and until next time, I'll see you guys all later. Peace out, lads.